Oh. Om Sri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Sri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidwaram Sadgurum Brahma Vidwaram. Om Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsa Januramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahe Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahe. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om everybody and welcome to today's session and class. We are all set to commence it. Venu, could you please take over the back end?
Om Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsachanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. In the last class, we saw that a Mahatma, a yogi, sees everything in himself and he sees himself in everything. From 29th to 31st verses that we saw in last class. Yo mam pashyat sarvatra sarvancha mayi pashyati. And he sees everything in Lord and he sees Lord in everything. So such an individual, Lord says, I am not separated from him. He is not separated from me. I don't become paroksha to him. He doesn't become paroksha to me. Separated. Paroksha means separated. And such a yogi is sarvada vartamanopi. He is engaged in his all worldly activities. Whatever be his mode of living in this world, sarvada vartamanopi, whatever he is engaged in life, in all activities, it doesn't matter. But actually that yogi mai vartate. He revels in me alone. So this we saw in the last class, the 3 verses what we have completed, 29th, 30th and 31st. So now we have to start from 32nd verse. 32nd verse. Bhagavan Krishna says, this yogi, who is a Parama yogi, him I consider him as highest yogi. Who is that? Atmaupamyena sarvatra samam pashyati yorjuna sukham va yadi va dukkham sayogi paramo mataha. Atmaupamyena sarvatra samam pashyati yorjuna sukham va yadi va dukkham sayogi paramo mataha. Now, two things we have to understand. One is daya, compassion. And second is love, the pure love, unadulterated. That love is universal love, not directed towards a particular object or a person But it is available universally. Like Surya Narayana, when he rises, he gives light to everyone, equally available. You may obstruct by closing your window, but his light is universal. It's just for him, he has neither no darkness for him at all. He is always shining. So love is like that. Love is like that, where it is pure, not directed to us. What we talk of our love is directed love. Directed towards a particular person, situation, etc., or a being, or an object. So two things are different. One is compassion, another is the true definition of love. Right? That love which is constricted, narrowed down to a particular person or an object, that love is not pure. So that love we are not talking about. Compassion is what? Seeing other person are also like you only. He is another being. He has emotions like me. Right? He is another being like me. So I have compassion. Love is what? Seeing yourself in others is love. So I love me, the whole body. I love my top to head. Top to bottom. I love myself. It is not separate from me. So where is me? I am. If you touch my finger, I say, don't touch me. If you put your hand on my shoulder, I say, don't touch me. If you put my hand on my head, I say, don't touch me. If you touch my feet, I say, don't touch me. So actually the feet is not the hand is not the shoulder is not the head. But me, I am there everywhere. The me is common, I is common. So wherever you say, don't touch my head, no, but don't touch me is the right answer. Don't touch me. Because in hand also is me, feet also is me, head also is me, everywhere me. So when I see myself in others as a non-different from me, equal, same, and that is pure love. If I see other person other than me, a similar being like me, because that's why Lord Krishna already told, one who sees himself in everybody, one who sees everyone, everything, and in himself, he is a yogi. So Krishna says here, Atma upamyena sarvatra. He who sees everywhere as himself, sameness, Atma upamyena, through the likeness of the self. So as I don't want to be harmed, similarly that me is extended now. So I see myself everywhere. So other also is same self like me. There are no two selves, only one self pervading. So Atma upamyena sarvatra, he Arjuna, he sees equally everywhere. Then what happens? When sukham va, yadi va dukkham, both in pleasure and pain. So others' pleasure, I feel it is my pleasure. Others' pain, I really feel it is my pain. So there is no jealousy, no joy when somebody is suffering, no joy. When somebody is happy, I don't like him, but he is happy, so no jealousy will come. All these emotions are absent. So see everybody as an extension of your own self. As an extension of your own self. So one who reaches this experience, this level of existence, in Vedanta, when we study how Eka Chaitanyam, Eka means the one infinite Chaitanyam, because of Upadhi Bheda appearing as many. But actually, what is one Sutre Manigana Iva? Like that essence, which is the thread which is passing through the every bead in a garland or in a garland or in a bead, garland of beads. Similarly, the essence is all pervading, and that is me. So this understanding, when we get it, that everything is in me and everybody is like me alone. Like me means it's an extension of me alone in that form. So naturally, others' pain is my pain, others' happiness is my happiness. So this will be the experience of a yogi. An ordinary man, limited man, feels happy and unhappy, depending upon to whom it is happening. Somebody is happy, this fellow is unhappy. Somebody is unhappy, I'm happy, because I don't like that person. So some people I like, some people I don't like. It's what a hodgepodge situation we are creating in the mind. So complicated, Somebody I like, if he is happy, I'm happy. If he's unhappy, I'm unhappy. Somebody I don't like, if he's happy, I'm unhappy. If he's unhappy, if he's happy, I'm unhappy. If he's unhappy, I'm happy. Because I don't like. What a mesh we have created. A mess, sorry. Mesh also correct. We are in a mesh. So this is very important. Atmaupamyena sarvatra samam pashyati Arjuna sukham va iti va dukkam sayogi paramo mata. He is considered as best among the yogis. He is considered as the highest yogi, regarded as the highest yogi. So when we want to be, actually we want to become yogi, feel genuinely happy in others' happiness. You'll feel genuinely painful in that, how much suffering that fellow is going through. That is the one who gains this kind of a feeling or experience. He is a Mahayogi. Krishna says, I consider him as Parama Yogi, Supreme Yogi. Pure love, compassion, patience, all this just come out spontaneously. With no gender, caste, creed, age, position, color of the skin, nothing. The inner consciousness is same. Everybody is a being. This is the experience of a Mahayogi. Okay. So now, so far, Bhagavan Krishna explained the mind of a yogi. Mind of a yogi. And what is the level of that yogi? How he is controlled and how he is able to see the Paramatma in everywhere, every being, and how he sees himself everywhere. So this is a fantastic state. So Bhagavan, Arjuna was seeing and noticed, Bhagavan Krishna explained about the various states of yoga. And what is the best way to reach that yoga state? That yoga state, how to achieve it? Otherwise, it's very difficult for me. So this is the very, very important subject that Arjuna asked this in this chapter. Arjuna asked very important questions. Sri Arjuna Vacha Yoyam Yogastvaya Proktaha Samyena Madhusudhana Etasyaham na pashyami Chenchalatva Stitim Sthiram Yoyam Yogastvaya Proktaha Samyena Madhusudhana Etasyaham na pashyami Chenchalatvat Stitim Sthiram. So this yaha ayam yogaha tvaya proktaha samyena samatvena, that the yoga of equanimity, that which you have taught to me, tvaya proktaha. Hey Krishna, you taught me yoga of equanimity, sameness, where the mind becomes very absolutely calm, and then you see the whole existence in you. You see yourself in everything, and that is a complete, total realization. No, nothing is separated from the Lord. Your Lord is not separated from you, and you are not separated from the Lord. This yoga, what you taught, I am unable to. I am yogaha tvaya proktaha samyena, e Madhusudhana, he Krishna. The yoga of equanimity, that what you have taught, etasyaham na pashyami. This I am unable to see it. Unable to see it. Recognize it. Na upalabhe. Chanchalatvat manasaha. Kim stiram achalam stitim. That's finally the steady, continuous state. Stiram achalam stitim. The very important, because Chinchila means, that restlessness, and Stitim means continuance, steady. Stiram, steadily. Sthiti, the Sthiti means continuity. So the state, what you have said, to remain that, keep the mind in the same state, same level, continuously. So that means what? To endure this state for longer time. Please understand. I'll give you in our language. All of us have gone through and are going through even today. One day, we are highly inspired to pursue the path of spirituality. Committed, resolved, unshaken and unshakable we become. Nothing can shake us from our resolve. I feel that yes, I have achieved this state and this will never come to me again. I will never slip again. This inspiration, what I got, that feeling of inspiration and enthusiasm, commitment, that which I got now. The complaint is what? I am not able to endure it, continue it. Sthitim sthiram. this ability, I'm unable to keep this mind in this state for longer duration. Why? We, with great difficulty, achieve that state. Again, but mind becomes restless and I slip from that state. It happens to all of us. None of us are an exception in this. And that is Bhagavan Shankaracharya said, Swabhava dosha of the mind. Swabhava dosha of the mind. Think about it. So here, Arjuna says, yes, maybe by practice of yoga, one can achieve that state, but one is unable to retain it for longer time. Sthira, achalam, sthitim. Continuing. Gurudev used very beautiful, longer, endurance. Longer endurance. Long endurance. Gurudev used in this comment. And this is a big problem for all of us. We cannot keep that for longer time. Bouts of inspiration we get, waves of inspiration, but again wave goes down. How to retain it? That's why in second chapter, we have studied that Sita Prajna. Sita Prajna means what? One whose Prajna or consciousness is steady, remains steady, unshaken. Dukkeshu anudvignamanaha, sukeshu vikataspruhaha, Bhagavan Krishna said. Dukkha mein anudvigna, udvigna, anudvigna, not agitated in sorrows. Sukeshu, not that over in his happiness, he doesn't become self-forgetfulness and lost all his balance. No. Spruha he goes, he forgets himself in that. No, not like that. This is Sita Prajna. So what is Sita Prajna? Then whose Prajna is steady, unshaken. When Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi was asked, when you got that experience, the death experience when you were in Madurai, one day you got a death experience, those who know the story of Ramana Maharshi, Bhagavan Sri Ramana Maharshi. So who is dying? So he stopped his breath and completely died. But yet he says, I am still existing. That day he recognized that I am something, eternal spirit I am, other than this gross body. So he realized, he got that understanding, I am that consciousness. If you got that experience, hey Bhagavan, why did you come to Arunachala again? What was the necessity for you to engage in tapasya? So Bhagavan replied, said for the firm abidance in it. Firm abidance in it. So that state I become so firmly get abided in it that nothing can shake me. So foundation is so strong, no tsunami can shake me. So for that, Ramana Maharshi went, did tapasya to get that firm abidance. Otherwise we get shaken. So many of us, we start some, under inspiration, we start some rule, some discipline. We continue for 1 week, 10 days, 15 days, 20 days, like that. But again, one day we give up, or again we come back to square one. So Arjuna says, what you mentioned about yoga is very nice to hear, but I don't deny that it can be achieved, but I doubt its endurance capacity. Why are you doubting this? Because the very nature of the mind. If you say the mind is established in self, okay, but what is the very nature of mind? What is the very nature of the mind? Very nature of the mind is chanchala. Mind swabhava itself is chanchal, highly restless. So it is very honest, perhaps not very honest to its swabhava. So it expresses its swabhava. So how to control such a mind and keep it permanently, get its abidance in self, make it abide in self, make the mind abide in self permanently. Permanent means eternally. That is a challenge. So Arjuna understood the problem. So he is asking Bhagavan Krishna, show me the way, how to do it. Here comes the very famous Shloka of Arjuna. Question in 6th chapter. Chanchalam hi manah Krishna pramathi balavadrudam tasyaham nigraham manye vayoriva sudushkaram. Chanchalam hi manah Krishna pramathi balavadrudam tasyaham nigraham manye vayoriva sudushkaram. Hey Krishna, mind means restlessness. What is the other name for the mind? Restlessness. Like when we say monkey, monkey means what? Restless. So here Bhaktajana papad dosha akarsanat Krishnaha. Tasya sambuddhi he Krishna. He Krishna because karshanat Krishna. He attracts all our negativities and then throws them out. Hey Krishna, mind is chanchalam. What is it? Manaha chanchalam na kevalam atyartham chanchalam pramathi. Pramathi cha pramathana sheelam. Pramathi. Not only restless, it is turbulent. Gurudev translated pramathi as what? Turbulent. One is restless. Ordinary restlessness, soft restlessness, no. Turbulent it is, turbulent. Matha means churning. Manthani, churning. Mantha means churning. Amrita mantha. Mantha. So if you say that word, matha means what? Churning. Pramatha, matha, churning. And this will what? This mind, not that simply disturbs you. It will pull your turf. It will pull your beard. It will pull your hair. And it will shake us. It will put its fingers in our nose and pierce our eyes, puts it in the ears. Suppose if somebody is disturbing me like that, it is called matha. Pramatha means very turbulent, very forceful. Turbo engine, we say turbo engine. Like in AC also we have turbo. So one is chanchalam, second is pramadhi. And the third is what? Balavat, strong. So pramadhi Pramathati Shariram Indriyanicha Vikshipat Sat Paravashīkaroti. Kincha Balavat Prabalam Na Kenachit Niyantu Shakyam. It is so strong that you don't have any means to control it. It is so strong it is. Like a very small, ordinary human being, very thin structure. How can an elephant, control a mighty elephant? Where can he stand? So, durnivaratvat, it is extremely difficult to control because it is very strong. Tasya evam bhutasya manasah aham nigraham nirodham manye vayu. So, moreover, the pramathi balavat dhrudam unyielding. Dhrudam means unyielding. It can't be cut. It can't be destroyed. Like, like something, it keeps on stretching and stretching, it cannot be cut. So therefore, he said, Chanchalam, restless, Pramathi, turbulent, Balavat, strong, then Dhrudam, unyielding. This is the very swabhava of the mind. How do you think, and I can control it? Tasya nigraham manye, I think the control of mind is as difficult as controlling the wind. Vayoho iva sudushkaram nigraham manye. I consider controlling the mind means controlling like it is like controlling the wind. Control the mind is what? Controlling like it's like a wind. I deem it quite difficult to control it as a wind. With wind, it cannot be controlled. Like a speed means what? Turbulence means what? Speed, restlessness plus agitations, all put together at once. आपका मन प्रमाद टर्बुलेंट में आपको काम नहीं करने देता. The turbulent mind comes, it pushes us. It doesn't allow us to do anything else unless we attend to it and fulfill the desire. Think. Unless we attend to the mind and fulfill the desire of the mind just doesn't allow us to keep quiet. How am I to control the mind? It is easy for everybody to say, control the mind, focus your mind, give attention. It's not easy, my dear. It is not easy. Then how to do it? So anyway, Bhagavan, Arjuna is asking Krishna, questioning Krishna. Is it ever possible to control? Bhagavan Krishna says, see, Arjuna, I told you that you have to control the mind. And there is the only method, only way if you want permanent peace. Okay. But I never said it is easy. Did I say? Did I ever say that the controlling mind is easy? I never said this. Okay, let us discuss in this way. The science of human possibilities. Science of human possibilities. Like, mind is there. If at all mind is to be brought under control and discipline, who can do it? Plants have rudimentary states of mind. In fact, very, very rudimentary. Na ki barabar, actually. Animal has grown mind, full grown mind, but he has no buddhi to control. Animals actually work as per the instincts that are provided by Prakriti. And who is left on the earth now? Apart from stones, forget about it. Mineral, forget about it. Plant kingdom, animal kingdom. And then what is left now is human kingdom. So if at all mind can be brought under discipline, it is possible only for a human being. Number one. And we come across, we have seen, we have heard, we have seen many who have mastered their minds. Mahayogis we have seen. I mean, it is in the history. Perhaps some you must have seen such great, fantastic Mahatmas whose minds are always under their control. So if at all it is possible, it is called science of human possibilities. Controlling mind is possible only for human being. So Bhagavan answers. Shri Bhagavan uvacha asamshayam mahabaho mano durnigraham chalam abhyasena tu kaunteya vairagyena cha grihyate. Shri Bhagavan uvacha asamshayam mahabaho mano durnigraham chalam abhyasena tu kaunteya vairagyena cha grihyate. Bhagavan Krishna answered, asamshayam. Hey, my dear, asamshayam, there is no doubt. Hey, Mahabaho, you have Mahabaho, very strong arms you have, great arms, powerful arms you have. With your mighty arms, it may be possible for you to control the physical, beings, physical things. My mighty Mahabaho you are. But you may be Mahabaho, but mind is too subtle. So you cannot say, I am Mahabaho, I am great man, great armed man, mighty arms I have, I can twist the mind and control the mind, bring it under my control. Absolutely not possible. Why? It is difficult, it is subtle. It is very subtle. Therefore, first one is asamshayam. There is no doubt. Mahabaho, manaha durnigraham is extremely restless and extremely difficult to control. Chalam, restless. Durnigraham, it is not easy to control. Mano durnigraham chalam. But what is the use? What is the way out of this? Abhyasena tu kaunteya vairagyena cha grishyate. The two things are said. Abhyasa, and through Abhyasa and Vairagya, one can control the mind. Please listen carefully. Abhyasa means what? Practice, repetition. Vairagya means what? Dispassion. These two are required. See, without dispassion, Vairagya, I may practice and control something. But because Vairagya is not there, dispassion is not there, when the practice stops, because I cannot consistently practice means repetition going on, but a practice without Vairagya, no use. Because I slip back to again old patterns. So I practiced, say, example, I'm just a vague example I'm giving. So don't stretch the examples. Like, some dikshas are there. Some people take vows. They say they don't wear chappal, footwear for about 40 days. They don't wear chappal. They just take only this kind of clothes, one colored clothes they wear. They are in diksha. So they're practicing walking without footwear. They may have to climb mountains also to go and visit a temple barefoot. They're practicing it. They have practiced it. No doubt about it. They're very comfortable. They could practice. But whenever after the practice period is over, whenever they see a beautiful footwear shop or somebody is wearing a good shoe, they did not develop the Vairagya, so the desire might come again. I have practiced, but then I am again, okay, I want a good shoe, I want a chappal, I will take it. Similarly, you have practiced fasting for some days, 11 days, 10 days. You have practiced it. You know the art of staying on water, living on water for 1 week. You are 3 days or 9 days, Navaratra. You have got that practice. But you have not developed dispassion towards the food, enjoying various types of food. So as long as the practice period ends, again I jump onto that. Again I start eating because I cannot control. So there is no dispassion. So dispassion is not there. I could practice, but practice without dispassion, you may achieve some kind of a degree of perfection in practice, but that practice doesn't yield any good results because of the lack of dispassion. So I'm practicing the mind to be brought unto self. I do it. So I practice an art of keeping the mind focused during puja, during japa. I got that art. Oh, my mind doesn't disturb me during japa, during puja. Wonderful. But as soon as japa and puja ends, mind runs, attracted, attached to many, many things. Some people say, I cannot give up this attachment to this particular object, that particular person. So, Gurudev says both are complementing. Practice strengthens renunciation and detachment deepens meditation, hand in hand. When I'm practicing it with Vairagya, so I'm moving away. So no, those objects never disturb me again. With Abhyasa, with practice, with renunciation, with sannyas, with yaga, with Vairagya. Or other contrary, Vairagya is there, but no practice. Bhagavan Krishna, I'm just telling you context, tells in Mahabharata, comparing the strength of Bhima and Duryodhana. Krishna said, Strength-wise, Bhima is stronger. But he has no practice for last 13 years. Specific daily practice. Some Rakshasa comes, he kills them, that's okay. Duryodhana has no strength, but he was consistently practicing 13 years. So with practice and strength, very big Krishna gives big lecture there. In Mahabharata it comes. Now obviously the one who is practicing, not much strength, but he has got practice, he actually scores more than the one who has simple energy. But there is dharma and adharma, Krishna is there, so it happened. Ultimately Pandavas won. And because of many curses received by Shapa, received by Maitreya Maharshi, Duryodhana had lost. So I have Vairagya, but I am not converting that Vairagya, but I'm just keeping quiet. No practice I am doing it. That also is of no use. Therefore, Vairagya deepens meditation. So hand in hand, each strengthening the other, the progress is maintained. Both are required. Vairagya and Abhyasa. Both should go hand in hand. There are two wheels of the cart of the disciples. Progress. So regular practice on one side should continue. Other side is through Shastra Vichara, Chintan, Manthan, by awakening the Buddhi, by discrimination, we should consistently cultivate dispassion or Vairagya towards the outer world. Mere Vairagya won't help. I am not practicing it. Controlling the mind, focusing the mind, the yoga chitta vritti nirodha. Patanjali Maharshi says same thing. Abhyasa vairagya abhyam tan nirodha. How the mind is controlled, abhyasa and vairagya. So therefore Geeta is yoga shastra. Here Krishna same thing, he says abhyasena tu kaunteya vairagyena cha gruhyate. Abhyaso nama chitta bhumo kasyamjit samana pratyaya vrittihi chittasya. So maintaining some kind of thought again and again. It is slipping, again bringing back to same thought. That's called practice. Vairagyena vairagyam nama drushta adrushta bhogeshu dosha darshana abhyasat vaitrushnyam. What is vairagya? Drushta adrushta bhogeshu. Visible and invisible towards sense of objects of enjoyment. Because of my viveka buddhi, I see that limitations and the many faults in the objects of the world outside, which ultimately give me pain only, restlessness and disturbances and dejection, depression, all those things are only created by my attachment to the worldly objects. Therefore, Vaitrushnyam, a kind of vimukhata, a kind of, there is no need for me, there is nothing in this. So I turn away from them. But healthily, not suppression. Healthily, I turn away from them, born out of understanding and knowledge. So, my abhyasa is trying to maintain the same thought, Nama, Am Brahmasmi, Tattvamasi, whatever, or Bhagavan ka naam, Om Namah Shivaya mantra, same thought, or Atma Chintan, trying to maintain that. When these both are complementing one each other, then spiritual progress takes place. Abhyasena tu kaunteya vairagyena cha drushyate vikshepa rupo pracharha chittasya tena cha vairagyena kriyate vikshepa rupa prachara chittasya. Oh, so many vikshepa agitations which are created by the mind, that is brought under control automatically. Evam tat manah gruhyate nirudhyate ityartha. Evam, this, thus, tan manah gruhyate, that mind is brought under discipline, under control. That is the meaning. So this very, very important Bhagavan Krishna spoke in this 35th verse. He has agreed to Arjuna's thought that controlling the mind is not easy. Okay, here I will stop. We have completed up to 35th verse. So 36th verse we can see next Saturday, the next class. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om Sat Gurunath Maharaj Ki Jai. Hari Om.
Thank you everybody for joining today's class, and we'll see again in the coming week. We'll continue our Vedanta study class tomorrow, Sunday, 10 o'clock, same time, 10 to 11. So thank you so much. Hari Om. Venu, we can close the recording as well as the session as well.